Good evening, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Tuesday's the best day. My name is Ben Reisinger. I'm the professor of C3370, excuse me, communicating through social media. Welcome to tonight's class. Tonight we talk something, every class is important because we just don't have enough time to talk everything, but tonight is uber important. We're talking SEO, which is search engine optimization, and SEM, which is search engine marketing. We're just going to hit the very top of it so you guys can understand a little bit more about how that stuff breaks into everything that we do. So let's see here. On my list today I have, so your last web article review is due this Sunday. This weekend I'm working on grades, so I will get you your grades. My grades, I've just had a crazy few weeks, and things have happened out of the blue, like my mom having emergency surgery last weekend. So I just haven't got to them, and my apologies for that. But you guys got midterm grades, and everybody got those. Everybody was doing pretty well. So it's pretty awesome. Congrats on the midterm grades, everyone.
Were those midterm grades relevant?
I'm sorry?
Were those midterm grades really relevant and pretty much what we would be getting?
Guys, yeah, whatever your grade was is pretty much what you guys are on track to getting and things like that. So it's pretty cool. So yes, your last web article is due this Sunday and on web video. So again, any article, cite it, have fun, post it to your blog, and then just send me the link. Okay. So social media fail of the week. I got a fun one that I love. But does anybody have anything? Did anybody see anything crazy or wonky or funky this week?
Everyone's hating on the Starbucks red cup. That's kind of dumb.
Yes, Allison, good point, man. I mean, the Starbucks red cup, okay? I mean, come on. Word AU. We're Christians here. If the cup is red or the cup has a polar bear or snowflakes on it, I could care less, people. And I mean, I think it's kind of crazy. Everyone is so upset about the red cup, you know. Red and green are associated with the holidays, with Christmas, and things like that. And you're right. The red cup became a globally trending topic within hours of its release. Unbelievable. What do you think of the red cup? Anybody have any opinions?
I think the whole thing is ridiculous. I don't know. It's just a cup. There's a hashtag going around saying that hashtag it's just a cup. It is just a cup.
Let's go past Courtney.
I saw this video earlier that Donald Trump says we should boycott Starbucks. I just think it's ridiculous. I don't know.
Donald Trump is trying to get Republican, conservative Christian votes, and that's why he's saying that.
In his defense, he did say, "I don't care." So.
Yeah, Meg. Okay,
maybe
cool.
we should boycott Starbucks, but I don't care. So I was like, okay. That's good.
Okay, Allison, what were your thoughts? You were saying something at the very beginning.
Yeah, I love the design of it. I love that it's just red and then the Starbucks green and white logo. It's very Christmassy. So I don't understand what the whole thing. I don't understand. I'm so upset. Yeah, it's.
I mean, really, kind of what my own personal opinion. They're internet trollers. They're people that have nothing better to talk about. I mean, seriously, people, come on, Coca-Cola, my tried and true love, my favorite that I have every class here, a Coke and a smile. I mean, Coke has the polar bears sometimes. Coke has Santa Claus sometimes. I mean, I don't get all bent out of shape as to what they might be putting on their Christmas can. And, man, I love myself with some soda. So, I don't know. Good points, guys. Good points. So, yeah, anybody else have anything else besides Starbucks cup? No? Okay, cool. Right on. So, the one that I found this week comes from Mashable. Everybody knows what Mashable is, right? They do a lot of digital media. They're kind of immersing themselves in the pop culture a little bit and things like that. They used to be a little bit more PR communication-y. Now, they're a little bit more Entertainment Weekly, too. But if you go to Mashable and you can search this, search 7-Eleven Australia fail, social media fail. 7-Eleven Australia social media fail. It was kind of crazy. So does anybody know what's going on with 7-Eleven right now? Okay, it's basically the same thing as all fast food workers that's happening across the world and things like that. They want better pay. they're saying that they're underpaid and things like that. So let's see here. Okay, so basically what happened is the convenience store, it says a convenience store chain posted a meme to their Facebook page in an attempt to connect with youngsters, and it blew up in their face. Okay, so again, all this stuff is happening. 7-Eleven workers want to get paid better. And the meme in question, if you see this here, if you guys like Googled this or whatever, shows a young dude in a tuxedo sitting at a little folding table outside the front of a 7-Eleven with a Slurpee. You know, he's drinking a Slurpee, and he's got a donut and stuff like that. And the meme says, when payday hasn't come, but you want to spoil Bay, which is like boo or your boyfriend or something like that, and you know that's Australian slang, B-A. But people say Bay, right?
Right.
America? Okay, cool. I'm not okay. I thought so. I'm kind of old. I'm only 38, whatever. But okay, regardless of this, so it made him look bad. It made him say, okay, you know, payday hasn't come, blah blah blah. You know, okay. So basically, the meme was intended to be a promotional post for 7-Eleven Day, okay, on 7-Eleven. All right, where the stores offer Slurpees and coffees, you know, with free Slurpees and free coffees and things like that. So basically, I mean, there were numerous posts that came up. People are like, you know, bad form. They're like, you're showing that, you know, all we can afford is a Slurpee and a donut. You know, you're paying your people bad. You know, I get it, and I don't get, you know, and that at the same time, I think, you know, you can take it for what it is. Uh-oh. Woo! And that was a booger. I don't know whose computer that was. Okay, but it's not here anymore. Okay, right on. So let's see here. A commenter on Facebook said, I'm still boycotting all of your 7-Eleven stores and products until you can give an explanation and compensation to the workers your franchise holders have taken advantage of, and I encourage others to do the same. I don't know. You guys see it? You guys look it up? You guys have any opinions on this? Nobody? Yeah? Okay, cool. Well, there's our social media fail of the week. Woo! Okay, cool. I got some type of reaction. All right, guys. So before we move on, I wanted to show this to you here. My upper lip. It's November, and in November, we call it Movember for mustache. In November, anybody ever heard of Movember? Where you grow your mustache, or they call it a mo? Yeah, okay, I got one hand. Woo! Okay, go Meg. Okay, so Movember is all about men's health. It was a charity that was started in Australia about a decade ago. And, you know, Google Movember. Their Twitter handle is just Movember, November with an M. And basically, you start on November the 1st, and through the whole month, because it looks so kind of creepy and dirty and things like that, you grow your mustache out. Because it doesn't look really good until it gets thick and full like a walrus, you know, something like that. And that takes, you know, well over a month, you know, 4 to 8 weeks, you know, something like that. But I'm a big mustache fan. So I'm telling you guys this. Go to Movember.com. Check it out. You know, if you know some men in your life, it's all about helping dudes, you know, be proactive about their health and things like that. At our hospital, we're actually, the reason I'm growing my mo, I used to be very active in Movember Indie. So if you guys, you know, there are Mo Bros and there are Mo Sistas, since we have all ladies here in our class this evening. So you could be a Mo Sista, and you can help out by fundraising or just telling guys, hey, grow your mustaches. Check it out. So I just want to tell you guys about Movember. There you go. So give back. That's the other moral to the story. All right, man. I'm not hitting on any notes today, guys. Sorry. I know I'm being weird. Let me take a quick drink of my Coke and smile. Okay, so SEO, SEM. Is anybody here? Everybody understands what search engine optimization is, right? You guys get it? No? Okay. Yes? No? Okay. So let's go over this. So there's two different things that we're talking about tonight again, and a lot of people get them confused. SEO and SEM, search engine optimization, and then marketing. So we'll start with SEO, okay? And I'm going to read here what Wikipedia says is a definition of SEO. It's the process of affecting the visibility of a website or web page in the search engine's unpaid results, often referred to as natural or organic or earned results, okay? In general, the earlier and more frequently a site appears in the search results list, the more visitors will come to it, okay? SEO can target different types of search, including image search, local search, video search, academic search, news search, industry specific, and so on, all right? Optimizing a website may involve editing its content, HTML, coding to both increase its relevance to keywords and its relevance in search engines. Okay, so basically, search engine optimization. You can use SEO on anything from websites to social media to web video. Okay, man, excuse me. To some, you know how, like Facebook, you can click through on hashtags. That's SEO, okay? And those things get picked up now by search results, all right? So why is search engine optimization good? Just like kind of the definition says, you really, really want to have the best natural or organic traffic coming to your site. So all you guys have websites now, okay? Have any of you been putting on your blogs? I haven't required you to do this, but where it says tags over on the right or categories? Anybody been doing that on their WordPress blogs?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, like what type? Who said yes? I'm sorry, I was...
Olivia.
Olivia? Okay, cool. Olivia, so what have you been using? Give us an example of a blog you did, and then what type of tags, or categories have you been putting under it? Please.
When I first made my blog a while back, I decided to do like this kind of just funny list about like the types of college students you see around finals week. And
Okay.
so in the tags I did like education, college, finals, like just that sort of thing. And then it just kind of, just things that pertain to what I had said.
Oh, fantastic. And that's exactly what you want to do. So if you guys check it out when you're doing your book report articles or your article reviews this week and you're doing your posts on your website, okay? Put the tags on there. Check that out. Now, I want to explain to you guys that just because you have tags, I mean, millions and millions of other people, hundreds of thousands of other people are using these same tags, okay? So just because you use a tag doesn't mean you're going to be on the first, second, or even third, fourth page of a Google search. But it does depend on your relevance, okay? And over time, your page can become listed, which is basically the search bots that come out from Google, and they will do what's called a list and an index of your page. You meet all the good criteria for a Google search page, so that page will come up more in your search results. Okay, it'll come up higher in your Google searches. Let me explain. So when we do a blog at Mary Free Bed Rehabilitation Hospital, I use a series of tags, okay? I use a series of tags that I put on every single blog, and then just like Olivia was saying, she put tags on her blogs that are relevant to what she's talking about that night, that day, okay? So, anybody ever done the SEO? Like, anybody ever been, anybody ever talked about it in any classes or anything, or is this really brand new for a lot of you guys?
Yes.
Okay. Woo, that was a big noise. Right on. Let's talk about hashtags. Hashtags are SEO. Using hashtags is a form of search engine optimization, not only within that social media platform, but within Google itself, okay? Google started indexing tweets now. Google started using, Google's very specific about what social platforms they actually, index. They actually pull their, spiders to and do user automation in their servers for hunting for content, okay? And it's uber important, guys. I cannot stress to you how important it is. Again, okay, so I'll say this. In our industry, hashtags we use core ones of rehabilitation, healthcare, Grand Rapids, West Michigan. Michigan, our system-wide hashtag that we use is Ask for Mary, and then depending on what discipline we're using, spinal cord rehabilitation, SCI, spinal cord injuries, things like that, and I use certain specific hashtags. Okay. SEO I'll say this. I've had a student before start using tags. Okay, they didn't have a tag on their website, and they noticed their traffic really kind of doubled. They were doing a really good job of tweeting. They were doing a really good job of posting their blogs on like Facebook and Instagram and things like that. You know, just putting little links within the description so people can get back to your blog sites. And it really did well for them. So for WordPress, I know one of you guys, I forget who it is, that's not using a WordPress site. Are you on here tonight? Everybody here is using WordPress?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Okay,
I'm
so
not using WordPress. I'm using Weebly.
yeah, Weebly, that's it, Weebly. So even on Weebly, I think that you can use this. And what it's called, it's a widget called SEO Moz. I don't know if anybody's ever seen that or heard of that, you know, on Twitter, just, you know, in researching for class here and things like that. SEO Moz is a free app. It's a free widget, whatever you want to call it. And I think it should work for Weebly too, okay? I'll have to Google it, Christiana, and let you know. But I know for WordPress, because I use it myself at Mary Freebed, it's absolutely amazing. Install SEO Moz. It's going to install a little thing down at the bottom of each one of your pages, of each one of your blogs, and it's going to, you know, have like a focus keyword that you can put in. Then it's going to ask, you know, to put it in your headline and your description and your meta description, which is what your organic Google searches and things like that are going for. Okay, you guys get this. It's pretty self-explanatory, right? I mean, you know, nobody's lost or anything, right, when we're talking here, because it gets a little bit more confusing from here on out. Okay, so a little bit of history here. SEO really began in the mid-'90s just for websites, and in the mid-'90s there wasn't a whole lot of, you know, social anyway. By the mid-2000s, social media, and now it's really everywhere. Oh, and the one thing I didn't talk about, I'm just going to look at my notes, is web video. Okay, when you guys do your web video, it's just like doing a blog. On YouTube, down at the bottom, it's going to have keywords, and as you start typing in keywords, it's going to try to auto-populate, and if there is an auto-populate that is, you know, it works with your web video or this or that, use that, okay? And use auto-populate, because that'll help you get into categories and things, so that's good stuff, all right? So please install SEO Moz, okay? And what I'm going to ask you to do at the end of this week when you do your blog, when you send me your link in the email, it's really simple. Just write down in the email what were the keywords you used for your blog, okay? That's it. So you guys think about it. You don't have to download SEO Moz if you don't want to. You can just use the native keyword thing on the right-hand side of your page. And as far as for Weebly, I don't really use Weebly a lot, Christiana. Do you ever see anything like that can help out?
Yeah, well, I was just looking and I didn't see anything. But honestly, I've been trying to find just a new like blog type site to do things because Weebly honestly is a little slow. And so I've been updating my online portfolio. And I might switch over to WordPress. I just have never used it before. So it's going to take a minute to get used to.
You know what? Please do. WordPress is great. WordPress is kind of, with this SEO stuff, them and Google, they like each other. And really, WordPress is going to have a lot more longevity than Weebly will. So I think, and I've heard of people using it. I've heard it's just kind of, Weebly has a little bit of a confusing interface, the back end, the CMS, the content management system of it, and hopefully WordPress would be a little easier too. So definitely give it a shot, and if you need any help, let me know. And there are thousands and thousands of free WordPress themes out there. Just go to WordPress.com and you can set it up, and it's pretty cool.
What did you say the download was?
What
SEO Moz? Is it M-O-J?
M-O-Z. SEO space M-O-Z. SEO Moz. It's real cool. It's good stuff. And actually, I think, let me Google this real quick. I think that they changed the name. Moz. Yeah, Moz.com is it. Yeah, it's still. Yeah, they just don't call it SEO Moz. And they're going to try to make you buy it and stuff, but yeah, definitely use the freeware of it. It's pretty cool. It's just a plugin. Okay, so there's SEO, and I want to kind of go on here now and talk a little bit about SEM and give you guys some examples and show you how then SEM works with SEO. Okay, so SEM, search engine marketing. Search engine marketing is basically the pay side of SEO. Okay, think about it like that. I've told you guys in several classes and things like that that the free ride with social media is over, and it really is over. All right, you can still do things for free on social media. It's just if you don't have a huge audience that's really sharing your stuff and an engaged audience that's really talking and posting and liking and leaving comments, you really have to use the pay-to-play version now, which is search engine marketing or SEM. So here's Wikipedia's definition of SEM. So search engine marketing is a form of internet marketing that involves the promotion of websites by increasing their visibility in search engine result pages, which are like Google and Yahoo and Bing and stuff like that. But it reaches search engine result pages primarily through paid advertising. Okay, and paid advertising can be anything from you're paying for keyword clicks. You guys, my Coca-Cola. You guys have seen on Google when you Google things up at the very top, there's a couple of things that say ad right there. Okay, when you Google a certain thing, people are paying for that. Every time you click on those little ads, somebody is paying a certain dollar amount for, okay? And that's SEM. And I'll get into that. Excuse me. I need to force Darth Vader so I don't cough. Woo! I just had that bug for the last couple weeks. I'm a little coffee. Woo! Pardon me. So, SEM. So let's talk about SEM through social first. And I've talked to you guys a little bit about this when we've talked platforms already, okay? You're paying to promote your social handle. You're paying to like boost a post or boost a tweet. You're paying to get your ad, farther up in the social media platform. You're paying on LinkedIn. Man, I just got a frog in my throat. You're paying on LinkedIn to find either employers or you're paying on LinkedIn to find employees and using money like that, okay? There's lots of different ways you can do it through the social boundaries, all right? Again, it's really easy. They all set up with a credit card, and you can just go in and just move things right, left, here, there. I wish we had enough time to get into the huge specifics of it, how you do it, but just let me tell you this. If you guys go into your, find an internship or a professional job where you're doing the digital marketing or you're in the PR staff, or you're in communications, this is something that you have to be doing now. The latest statistics were like 50-60% of companies are paying for some type of search engine optimization, search engine marketing. That number is only going to continue to go up. Every month, more and more people are doing digital advertising, and to be relevant in today's industry, excuse me, you have to do that, all right? So let's talk websites now, okay? Search engine marketing through websites, all right? So what's different about it than the social media platforms, all right? So if you go to google.com and you create a place, you create a Google profile for your business, all right? You'll have the ability to create all these different keywords, all these different campaigns, which in like each campaign has maybe any amount of keywords that you want within each campaign, all right? Let me give you an example how we do it with Mary Freebed. We have an X amount of budget. Let's just say it's $5,000 a month, okay? And I have $5,000 a month to split between, right now we have about 8, I think, campaigns going. 8, or let's just say 10 to make it simple for the math, okay? I have 10 campaigns going right now, and I'm going to spend $5,000 for the month. One campaign for myself at my hospital might be spinal cord injury. One campaign might be brain injury. One campaign might be cancer rehabilitation. One campaign might be, what else are we doing? Oh, general Mary free bed stuff that people are just searching Mary free bed, things like that. Well, let's say spinal cord rehabilitation. So I'm in my spinal cord rehabilitation campaign for my SEM. So within that, I have, let's say, these keywords. I have spinal cord rehabilitation, spinal cord injury, SCI rehabilitation, spinal cord rehabilitation, spinal cord injury rehabilitation. They're all things that I would think people who are searching for spinal cord rehab, who want to come, who basically they've broken their back in one shape or form or another, and they need to come to Mary Free Bed for some rehabilitation. And I'm trying to capture people that are looking for these type of injuries so they can see what Mary Free Bed does. And if I hit on that, okay, so again, I have my budget for the month, which is $5,000. This is just one of my campaigns, and I'm running all these keywords in the campaign. Okay, I can set a budget per day. I can set a budget per week. I can set a budget per month. If I want this campaign, if I want to put more money to my spinal cord campaign rather than my brain injury campaign, all right. So you can do that. It's not hard, but it's not easy. It really takes some getting used to, okay? I had a person, we used to hire a guy, he has a search engine marketing agency in Grand Rapids. His name is Jason Dodge, okay? And Black Truck Media is his company, if you want to look him up or something like that, just Google Black Truck Media. And so Jason helped us. He ran our campaigns for us, all right? And I would give him a budget per month. I had to pay him, obviously, to run our campaign. And I would work with him, and he helped teach me and this and that. And he's done, other things. Now we have a webmaster that, it's one of her responsibilities to be in charge of the SEO and SEM. Really cool person. So there's the kind of, again, the very, very top level of running this. So let's say there's my spinal cord injury campaign. So let me talk about here on the very top level. I wanted my Mary Free Bed General campaign. So it might have Mary Free Bed Rehabilitation Hospital, MFB Rehabilitation Hospital. If people don't know exactly what our name is, and so again we're vying for we're spending money basically to get ourselves up higher into Google searches and with the ads. Now here's the kicker to this: everybody in the country, if we get back to spinal cord injury, every rehab hospital and every acute care hospital that has rehabilitation, they're buying for that same keyword, okay? And this is where, again, I said it's not hard, but it gets a little tricky. Every single keyword you have is going to cost a different amount of money depending on how many people are vying for that keyword, depending on how big of an area you want that keyword to go. You can pull keywords down into certain zip codes. You can do certain cities. You can do certain states. You can do different people that are looking just for rehabilitation in these zip codes in certain states. I mean, you can really get it down to a nitty-gritty science, all right? And it's really cool stuff, but it takes some getting used to. And again, being in the communications field, you are going to encounter this. And even if you're not the digital person, you're in PR, and your digital person might come to you in communications and be like, hey, what are the keywords? Or if you were searching this, what would you use? Let's talk about Anderson University. Anderson University spends money on search engine marketing and SEM, okay? So I want to just, I'm tired of hearing myself talk. So I'll start with, let's see here, we'll start with Olivia, okay? Olivia, so if you're searching Anderson University, besides just Anderson University, give me a couple keywords that you might search looking for the school that you think they might be using.
I'd probably use words like Christian Ravens if I was looking for Anderson University.
Sure.
Like specifically Christian. Indiana.
Indiana. No, that's cool. That's cool. Okay, well, let's keep it. Meg, what do you think? What would you search?
Liberal arts.
Oh, okay. Good call. Good call. What exactly is your major? Would you search public relations maybe, or communications or something?
Yeah, probably communications.
Communications?
Right.
Cool. Okay. Courtney.
Yeah, I would have said something like Christian, maybe just like small or private, since it's a private university. So.
Private colleges, private universities. That's a good one. Yeah. Okay. Christiana.
In addition to those, just because it's more towards my field, I would of course put something like production or like
Video production, media
video,
production.
yeah, video production.
Cool.
Maybe broadcasting, just because a lot of people don't have, when it's smaller universities, they don't really have film and television production. It's more of just communication arts or broadcasting.
No, absolutely. Good call. Okay, and Allison.
I would say all of these, but I would add Indianapolis just because we're so close and it, state capital of the city. So if anyone's looking in or even central Indiana, looking for that, they can find it easily.
No, that's perfect. I'll tell you, and it's good, but I'll tell you this: Indianapolis and Indiana, just like kind of communications and things like that, all of those are going to be your wider range keywords, so they're definitely going to cost more than, let's say, maybe using Anderson, Indiana, or Christian College, Anderson, Indiana. You could use a phrase like that, and you can actually, put that into your search criteria and things. So that's cool stuff. Were you saying something, Allison?
Yeah, I have a question real quick.
Okay, what's up?
Once you buy these words, how long do you technically own them?
Great question. Great question, okay? You can just do it for a day. You can do it for a week. You can do it for a month. But I'll tell you this, it doesn't benefit you near as well if you spread the campaign out. When I was talking about, what we do for Mary Free Bed, those campaigns, I've had some campaigns running since I've been here for longer than 2 years and things like that. And sometimes I take money away and we shift money into other campaigns that might be more relevant, or if that program needs a little bit of help or something like that. But the longer you do it, the cheaper it gets, the easier it is, the more searchable your page becomes, and Google likes that stuff. Great question. Great question. Anybody else have any other questions right now? Woo! Okay, right on, cool kids. Yeah, buddy. All right. So, search engine marketing, search engine optimization. So we've seen that they're both uber relevant, all right? And you guys were doing it, I don't know, and you didn't even realize it with the hashtag and stuff like that. I mean, if you guys search the relevance of the hashtag C3370 in the Indianapolis area, it's pretty big. If you search it in the Anderson, Indiana area, it's probably even bigger. It tightens the group and things like that. And I still love it. I'm seeing people asking about the hashtag. I'm seeing people tweet about it and things like that. And I think that's absolutely radical. Keep up the good posts and keep up the hashtags. Okay, it is 6:37. So we talked web video. Okay, and you guys have your web video topics, or did a couple little refining, things like that. How's that going? Everybody doing okay with that? Everybody have a plan? I know probably some of you, I would have been that guy that hadn't even started it yet, and things like that. So, but is everybody cool? While you got me here and while we're chatting, anybody have any questions about software, about shooting it, about doing the special effects? Nice.
I have a question. So for mine, I am kind of incorporating how social media platforms are used within television and kind of how that relates to audiences. So in my head, I have this idea of showing, how some advertisements kind of have someone actually, you're viewing someone viewing a computer screen and they're clicking through things.
Uh-huh.
How would I record that?
Okay, so it's not an actual computer screen that's on. Okay, so
Right.
you shoot it, and you would record it with a blank screen, like leave the computer off. And what you would do is you go into Photoshop, more than likely, or Illustrator or whatever, or even Microsoft Word, you can do this stuff in, and you would create your graphic of what you want on the computer. Okay, and then in post-production, you would place that graphic over the computer screen, in that little area. See what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's how people do that. And if you want to act like you're clicking, like if you're going from point to point, again, you just change it up and change up that graphic.
Okay.
Okay.
So I can just take a picture of what's on the screen then?
Sure. Like if it's like a screenshot, yeah, you can take a screenshot and then import that screenshot over your video as a JPEG. Okay.
Got it.
Are you using iMovie? Are you using Live Movie Maker?
Well, if it's okay, honestly, I'll probably use After Effects to kind of put everything together.
Oh, well then shoot, you're good. Okay,
yeah, because I do have access to that.
No, that's cool. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, because inserting little graphics like that gets a little tricky in Live Movie Maker. It's easier in iMovie, but in After Effects, I mean...
Yeah, I'll be okay.
You know what's up.
Yep.
Yeah. Anybody else have any questions?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Is that Livy?
Yeah. Last week, I got kicked off the video as you were like giving us the things we needed for our thing, and I'd emailed you, but I don't think I got an email back. So is there any way you could send me what like the requirements are for a video?
Yeah. Did you send it to bwreisinger at anderson.edu?
I thought I did, but of course, technology hates me this week, so who knows?
It's okay. I'm pulling it up right now. I'll look at it, and even if I don't, I will just I'll send it to everybody again. Just the special little things you got to do. All right, just so everybody knows and stuff like that. Let me write that down here. Video requirements. It was only like 3 or 4 things, so it's pretty easy. But yeah, I'll send them out to everybody. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, thank you.
Cool. Anybody else? Woo, go team, go. Okay, man. Have a good week. I hope that everything is fun and cool, and C3370 hashtags are flowing out freely from social media platforms. Let me know if you have any questions on everything, and again, your final web article is due. And remember, the thing that I want you to do on top of that is to send me your tags, send me your keywords that you're going to use with that blog. Just when you usually send me the link, just put the 4 or 5 or 10, whatever you feel like you want to use underneath of it. And that's it. So as always, have a good one, and we will talk with you next week. And next week we talk a little bit. We're going to start bringing it all back around. We've talked platforms. We've talked web videos. We've talked now SEO and SEM. And, we're going to kind of talk the big picture. And it's fun. It's really fun the last few weeks of class, So thanks, guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.